I want to congratulate DRDO. I mean, after all, there are a lot of young men up there in different parts of the country that need chapatis, and I'm really glad that they've produced this, point number one. Point number two is I congratulate Basics and their whole team for taking this technology and essentially linking it to self-help groups. You know, if you look ahead, we are about 1.2 billion people, and probably somewhere between a third to maybe 40% of them may be wheat eating. These patterns vary, but even if you say one third, actually it's probably closer to 40%. Then you're really talking about 480 million people are eating chapatis. Now, the current economics is one in which women do not work outside the home, at least in very large numbers of families, and therefore they are in a position to do this kind of cooking. But look 20 years ahead. 20 years, by the way, is quite a long time in the sense that if we continue to grow at the rate we are growing, per capita income will quadruple. So we will be 4 times as rich, 4 times. Not everybody won't be, but 4 times a big increase. And my guess is that the involvement, education of women, their involvement in the workforce, and even their involvement in the home in other activities than cooking, you have to assume that the willingness of women to do chapati-oriented cooking is going to go down massively. And I think, therefore, the demand for a moderately edible pre-cooked chapati has to be very high. Second, I'm really glad that you're linking it up with SHGs, because after all, it's a highly, potentially a very decentralized market. So if we can make life a lot easier in rural areas increasingly, particularly with the feminization of agriculture, the men are going away into urban areas, and the women are actually not cooking chapatis only, but they're actually doing all the farming. So the truth of the matter is that even in rural areas, there will be a local market for these products. Secondly, the midday meals program, which is a massive program and a very good one. I mean, at the moment, it is not in a position to really provide chapatis simply because it's not possible for one helper to cook chapatis for that many children. They do provide rice, but they don't have the alternative of providing chapatis. And it seems to me that if this thing works, and if it's SAG so that they're doing it themselves, it should be possible to integrate this into the midday meal program. I had a taste of this chapati actually, and it's cold but quite edible. I'm taking away a packet, so I'll heat it up for lunch and see what it looks like.